Peace, peace, good people. Baltic Tabby Frontier coming on to give you guys a late night. So this is love reading, okay? So if you are here, welcome. If you are new, I hope that you do choose to subscribe. And if you are returning, hello. Y'all know I love my OGs and my returnees, okay? So I'm motivated to come on and give you guys a love reading, okay? It is the witching hour. So some of you may be up burning your candles, okay? Burning that late night oil, your pink candles, your red candles, your white candles, your purple candles, okay? Just calling in the energy that you wish to see for yourselves, right? Because ultimately, and I know many of you know this, we only attract that which we are. So that's why every day you should be working on you, especially if you are missing energies in your life that you truly desire. You must first become that which you desire, and then you become a magnet to it, right? You begin to attract that which it is that you want. So decided to come on tonight and give you guys a reading with my Rose Tarot cards and see what the spirit of love has to say, right? Because love is in the air. Okay, don't get it twisted. I don't care what's going on around you outside, you know, from a global standpoint, from a, country standpoint, all of that mess going on in politics. Honey, listen, if you allow that to consume you, then you become that. And you will attract that. So if it's mess going on in your country, don't absorb that, okay? Only absorb things that you want to see actually unfold and take place in your life. So my advice would be to attach yourself to things that are only conducive to what you want to see, okay? Do not take on the struggles of the world, okay? Because those things were here before we came, and they will be here when we are long gone, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and call in the spirit of love, the sweet spirit of compassion, the sweet spirit of harmony, the sweet spirit of sensuality, the sweet spirit of fulfillment and pleasure, okay? Beautiful sexual exchanges with like-minded, compatible energy. Okay, let's go ahead and call in all of that, okay? Because that is what, if you're here, that is what you desire, okay? I don't know what this is going to be titled yet, but if you are here watching, that means that you were drawn to the title, okay? One more good shuffle. Let's do a good split. And we're going to pull right from the top. Thank you, Spirit of Love. Guide me in this love reading. So the first card out is the Lovers. Look there. The Spirit of Love is here, okay? Because the Lovers card was the first card out. The next card is the King of Pentacles. Third card out, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, listen. I get excited, especially when I do love readings with this deck, because these cards are already geared toward love and relationships and passion and, all of that ooey gooey good stuff, all that zazazoo, okay? So it doesn't take long to tap a message when you start to lay the cards, right? So I get excited because I know what cards, are already speaking very positive about love, okay? So okay, so far, because I'm going to pull more cards, but we're going to start with these 6, okay? So, again, the Lovers card. We have the King of Pentacles, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So, let me stop right there, because that alone lets me know that there is a divine connection here, because the divine masculine is here, okay, and the divine feminine is here. In this deck, the rings are called the rings are pentacles. So this is the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Already there's an energy of a man and a woman who are both balanced in who they are. They both know who they are. They're divine in their own right, and they are together, okay? Listen, it came out right after the Lovers. So I'm talking to a couple. I'm not talking to two people that are going to meet. I'm talking to people that have already met. Okay. Now, yes, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles are representative of earth signs. So I could be talking to a Taurus couple, a Virgo couple, or a Capricorn couple. Okay. Because those are the earth signs. Now, it's not limited to just those signs. You could have those signs in Venus. You could be a sun sign, anything. You could be a moon sign, anything. And you could have an earth Venus, or you could have an earth moon. So just place the energy where it belongs. If you know your charts, then you know where this energy belongs. Okay. But could very well be talking to earth sun people for sure. Okay. So there's a beautiful connection. There's probably been a recent marriage. There may have even been there may have even been some type of birthing of a child. Okay, so could be talking to a young couple that just had their first child, or not even a young couple. Okay, because if the uterus works and if the sperm is strong, a baby's coming. It don't matter what age you are. Okay, so I could be talking to an older couple that maybe just found out they were pregnant, or you know, raising a child. Okay, so somehow a baby or a young child could be in the mix. Now I'm also hearing something, so give me a chance. Let me pull it in. Okay, I'm getting a download. I could be speaking to a woman who was raising children alone, a single mother who ran into a really good man who has come in and been a great stepfather to her children. Okay, so it's not just people with us. It's not just a married couple that have children together. It's not necessarily a shared parenting. It could be a stepdad that stepped in right on time. Okay, for sure. So loving this divine union is already in play. Okay, so shout out to you. Shout out to you too. If you are here and this is your message so far, shout out to you for finding your soulmate, because that's what this is giving. Okay. This is not a situationship. This is not a one night stand that turned into him living in the house, which is not none of that messy, it ain't that fake love. And it's not that, just having a man just to have a man, or having a woman just to have a woman. This is something very divine. It is something in alignment, and it is a soul connection. There is a sacred connection here. Okay. All right. So let's get on down to the next three. Moon card. Okay. And the next one. Okay. Gotta get it in the light a little bit. This is one of my darker readings. Okay. So this is the Four of Swords. And then we have the Three of Swords. So let's touch on this, because in this deck, the mirrors are the swords. Okay. So I do want to see why this red flag is here. Before I read this, because this moon card is giving me something. Okay. It's telling me something, because anytime the moon card shows up in a reading, it talks about something that's hidden, right? It talks about something that there's some information that may not be coming to fruition. Somebody could be lying, and the lying could be because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings. And I'm not trying to defend lies, but let me tell you something. Some people withhold information because they don't want to hurt their partner. And then some people are just straight out liars. Okay. Honestly, it feels like I'm reading two different spreads. It's almost like, let me just say, because it may all come together. So I'm feeling like there may have been some infidelity here. I don't know if it's connected to this. This feels totally separate, but it could be because I am hearing a song, reunited, and it feels so good. Is that Peaches and Herb? Okay. If you're old school, you know that song. And I feel like the reason that I'm hearing that song is because maybe you guys have been together. I could be talking to a couple that's been together, and you've weathered many storms. You've weathered some infidelity. You've weathered storms. Storms happen in partnerships, in relationships. Okay. When two people come together, you must factor in the fact that people are going to make mistakes. And that's what I feel like is happening here. There's been some type of rekindling But it may be a little painful at times because something may remind you guys both of the pain and the hurt and the hurdles that you have had to come through, okay? This does not feel like it's right now. It feels like it's something that, again, that comes up from time to time. Things are good with y'all, okay? Considering that it's relevant to this portion. Again, I don't feel like that this is a part of this. These three cards, the energy here feels totally different from this, okay? Just want to keep that, keep that in mind. But it feels like that there's been some hurdles that had to be jumped over in this deck, in this bottom spread. Each of you are doing your best to move past it, because whether you were the one that got hurt or you were the one that dished the hurting, either way, even if you were the one that dished the hurt, you knowing that you hurt your person hurts you, okay? We're only human, so we do make mistakes, okay? This is a problem, though, because I don't think you can move past it. I think you all are trying. There may even be some therapy. There may be some counseling going on. But there is something that constantly brings this up. Now, let me tell you something. Spirit just told me something. Up here I sensed that a child is involved in this beautiful connection here. Maybe you guys are pregnant. You already have a child, or the woman in the case has a child, and a man came in and helped her raise the child, okay? But I'm also sensing that that's what's going on here. The red flags keep coming up because there may have been some infidelity that brought about a child. So every time y'all try to move past this situation, even if y'all are out on dates, or you're on one of your good flows, like nothing's triggered you lately, but something happened that triggered the thought, the red flag, and it could be because it's Christmas. So now, he's having to provide Christmas gifts for the child, and that could be what is causing the triggered feeling, okay? Because ultimately, I feel like maybe it's not that you don't accept the child. It is what it is now. The child isn't the problem in the situation, and I think you guys have worked past the problem, but the child is a reminder of the pain. The child is the reminder of the infidelity, okay? Going to move on, because I feel like that this is only for a small portion of you. If this portion of the reading is not for you, then listen, don't take it. Don't receive it. Don't subscribe to this portion. If you just feel this up here, then you apply yourself to this, okay? But if you feel the whole thing, if you're feeling what I'm saying thus far, and whether you agree with it or not, subscribe and give me a like, okay? All right, so let's keep going. Spirit, show me more about this divine connection up here. Thank you. Show me more. Guide this reading with love. Okay, with love. So I want to take these cards exactly as they come, even if they are in reverse. For those of you who are new, I normally don't read reversals, but I am being guided to take the cards as they come out, okay? So we have the date card in the reverse. We have the... the date card is the Two of Roses, Two of Wands in this deck, but it's called the date card, okay? But it's in the reverse. And then we have the Nine of Wands. It was in the reverse. We have the the Eight of Pentacles. I really should have had more light here, you guys, so please forgive me. But the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. But we have the Nine of Swords in the upright. Listen, when it rains, it pours. All these reversals I asked to show me more information about this top part. And for some reason, it seems like things are very, very bumpy right now for this divine couple. You may be going through a rough patch right now. And now that these cards have come out, it may bring this story, into a full story versus it being a separate story. Because what I'm sensing now is that, yes, you guys are a divine couple. And again, people make mistakes. And I believe that, because I did pick up on the fact that I'm talking to couples that have been together, this doesn't feel like a new couple. So you're going through one of those hurdles right now. Whether it's pertaining to past infidelity, an illegitimate child that was brought into the situation because of the infidelity. I feel like because of this holiday season, because of where we're at right now, because the winter season, on top of the fact that it's holiday season, okay? Because that's two different energies in one. Holiday season brings about its own woes and ohs, okay? And then winter season, because the daylight savings and how we are thrown into darkness at 4:30, you know, so that kind of throws off our it throws off our equilibrium, you know, where our nocturnal connectivity is thrown off during the winter time. Okay, so anyway, I just said all that to say it is something about this season, it is something about the winter, it is something about the holidays that is causing this right here to happen. Now, Spirit just told me that maybe the infidelity happened during the winter season. The infidelity may have happened during Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, just happened around these holidays. So every year around this time, this is the feeling that bubbles up, okay? And I feel like for the woman in this situation, for the queen, okay, the wife, the girlfriend, the divine feminine energy in this reading, it is very hard for you during these times, okay? Now, what I do see, though, and I must say I'm very proud of the masculine energy and his attempts, because I do see that he's still trying to take you on dates. He is still trying to, even though this may have happened a while ago, and even if an illegitimate child came out of it, I'm telling you, I can see that he pretty much worships you and tries to do everything as perfect as possible, trying to fix the situation. And of course, in layman's terms, he has been kissing your ass ever since he made this mistake. But there's nothing that he can do about you becoming triggered around this time of the season every year. I believe that he tries, but because I know that y'all go on dates. I know that because the moon card is here and the date card was in reverse. He tries, hubby tries, boyfriend tries to fix it by reminding you, you know, that you are the one that he loves. That mistake is literally what it was. It was a mistake. I think that he attempts to do all the things that he did in the very beginning. You know, what it took to get you. I believe he tries to do those things to maintain you, but nothing moves you past the trigger of the infidelity during the seasons that the infidelity took place. Because I absolutely believe that that's what blindsides you. Everything could be going very, very well. And then boom, you know, around a certain time of the year, that feeling, that dread feeling is going to take over you, okay? And I know that because of this Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is about anguish, worry, guilt, and you don't sleep well, and you know, things that happened replay themselves over and over and over. So I think you try. Divine Feminine. I think that you absolutely do try to move past it. And on a good day, you do. During those summer months, you do. Maybe during the spring months, you do. Maybe even during autumn, you do. But once winter hits, it is something about this particular season that energy just blindsides you, and it causes you to fall into a triggered depression. And listen, I feel like one of the main reasons is because you guys together have to work directly with the illegitimate child's mother because it's Christmas. So there may be more communication that has to take place, trying to figure out what the child wants. And even if the child is of age, okay, but the child, lives with the mother, you still have to communicate with the mother, okay? And I do believe that your husband respects what you say, so it's a joint effort. So he doesn't go over to the mother's house without you. Y'all do everything for the child together, okay? Again, I don't think that you have any ill feelings or anything toward the child. Matter of fact, you may even love the child because you see the purity and the beauty in the child. The child isn't the problem, right? But that doesn't stop your heart from remembering, that it's not your child. It's a child that was created through infidelity. So I believe that's what I am sensing here. And it is a whole story where in the beginning, it felt like I was reading two different energies, two different spreads. But see, this middle spread just brought it all together. Okay, brought it all together. So I am speaking to a soulmate couple. But the divine masculine made a mistake. Okay, he made a mistake. I'm hearing Jeffrey Osborne, I'm only human. Okay. Now, you've decided to stay. You decided to save the relationship, or you allowed him to save the relationship. Or maybe you both said, okay, we've put entirely too much into this, and I know you love me, and I do love you. You have hurt me, but I'm not going to leave, okay? So there was something meaningful about what you guys have for you to decide to stay, okay? But that does not deduct or deduce the pain that you feel, when you have to think about how the child was made. So anywho, I don't want to keep talking about that part. I want to see a little more about how you guys are moving past, or how you, on a yearly basis, how you move past this, because this is happening right now. But again, it leaves. It does leave. Something happens. Something makes you or helps you move through this energy. It's not just once Christmas is over. There is something that I feel like you, divine feminine, do. And of course, divine masculine, if you are here, there are things that you do to help your wife, help your girlfriend feel as comfortable and as loved by you as possible. Again, because you know that you made a mistake. You know that you hurt her. So you most definitely go overboard, showing her, that you love her and that you would never in a million years make this mistake again. Now, some of you upgrade your wife's ring every Christmas, okay? So for some of you, and I hope I'm not telling, I may be telling the surprise, even though you know that this is what he does for you. Or maybe you don't. Maybe this will be the first year that he upgrades it. But I am sensing that there's going to be an upgrade in the wedding ring, okay? So, bigger diamond, okay? Show me more and show me clearly. I tell you what, I feel a sense of the love that is radiating from this. Listen, even though this was a deep-seated hurt, I believe it has brought y'all closer. Something about this reading feels like, because you've weathered the storm, it brought you guys closer. And you know this, divine feminine. So this reading is not about you thinking should you left. It's not about the shoulda, coulda, woulda. You made a decision to stay, and that was probably the best decision that you made, right? Because it's something about this test that y'all have weathered together, that you've beat together, that you are moving through successfully together, that has brought y'all so close. It's like y'all are, it's like you're joined at the hip. You're one soul now. And you probably were that anyway, but just on a smaller scale. But after this test, it just solidified, y'all. It's almost like, and I know you're going to say in your head, well, the universe needed to find something else to do. But it feels like the universe set this up to really test y'all. You know, you say you love one another. You say, let me test you. Let me throw a test in this love and see how deep is it, how strong is it, how real is it. Because see, you don't really know how much you love someone until you're tested by them, okay? But you guys have proven the test of time. You've been very open with one another, very willing. When she cries, you cry, because seeing her hurts you, especially knowing that you were the cause of her hurt. You didn't, divine masculine, I love the energy that is penetrating from this, because you did not let her go through this alone. You held her every night that she was angry at you. And you reconfirmed and gratified and validated and let her know that it had nothing to do with her. You were just a man that made a mistake. Like, you are doing everything you need to do to fix this problem, to right the wrong. And even though it happened, you know, a few years ago, many years ago, from the day you made the mistake up until this very moment, you have been proven and showing and proven. And that's what she sees. She knows that you were so ashamed of your actions. You know, some men do stuff and they don't care. They're like, okay, well, hey, I made a mistake. What do you want me to do? But that's not how you approach this. You approached this with so much. Your apology was very sincere. It was a bone shaking sincere. Okay. All right. Show me more and show me clearly. Show me the love. I want to focus more on the love. Thank you. I surely hope that this phone doesn't die. Just let me know that I have a few bars left. So let's see here. The optimist, the page of rings, okay, and the knight of cups. Yeah, he only has eyes for you. Divine feminine, he listen. If this man could die and come back again, he would only want you. You got you a good man who just made a bad mistake some years ago. And even though you have to endure the pain, you know, every year, and I don't even think that that's going to continue to last. It's something that's triggering it more this year than ever. It feels heavier this year. It feels like something about it is making it more complicated, okay? And I'm being very careful with that, because I feel like that it could be the mother that is trying to cause a little chaos. So I don't want to focus on her energy, because she's, you know, outside of the child, she's no one, okay? But I can tell that you guys are still lovey-dovey. And there is something about one another that brings that youthful teenage love out. Y'all are still in love. Okay? Y'all are still in love. And you're still very optimistic on what the future holds for y'all. Even though you've already been through so much, you see more and more love still coming into this relationship. You guys have stood the test of time. Literally. Okay? Literally. I do believe that this man of yours, Divine Feminine, is a hopeless romantic, okay? He is someone who, his ideas are very creative, okay? You've never had anyone like him. That's one reason why you chose to stay. You everything that y'all did before the infidelity and everything y'all have done since the infidelity. He has not stopped leveling up the way he romances you, the way he surprises you, the way he spoils you, the way he gives you, like you got you a good man who just made a bad decision. Okay. And either it doesn't matter, because I do know that there are children that y'all have. Either it was already children involved and maybe you stepped in and became a stepmom, but it feels more like you had children and he stepped in and became a stepdad, or y'all have children together, okay? I'm going to pull one more card and I'm going to conclude this reading, because what I know beyond the shadow of a doubt is love is here. And I'm talking about that old school real love. Okay, because again, you don't know how much you really love somebody until you are tested, and y'all have been tested and you've passed the test. Okay, this last card is the Ace of Pentacles. I'm trying to tell you, he's finna get you another ring, sister. He's coming with the rings, okay? But the Ace of Pentacles is a card that talks about a material force, okay? Material gain, abundance, prosperity. Listen, he does everything that he was doing in the beginning. He's still doing that stuff for you. So spoiling you, honey, you tell him you want a new Audi, he's coming with it. You tell him you want that new Range Rover, that new Benz. He upgrades you and spoils you, not just to stay in your good graces because of the mistake. That's what he was doing from day one, and he has not stopped that, okay? I love what I have channeled today, because it lets me know that real love conquers all, right? Listen, thank you for watching this. If you are here and you watch this in its entirety, because this is your story, listen, may God and the goddess continue to bless your union. If you're not married, some of y'all are going to get that wedding ring. You're about to get married. But for those of you who are already married, listen, you are the stories that the grandkids are going to need to hear, because love isn't always easy. So it's stories like yours that make love really, really worth it, okay? All right, good people. Thanks for watching. Namaste.